This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes. This is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the DC Multiverse Kid Flash and Batman Beyond. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that both figures are showcased in the standard DC Multiverse window box packaging. Turning both boxes around, we can see an image of both characters at the top, and at the bottom, we can see an image of the Connect Lobo figure, and on the left, all four figures from this wave. So with the boxes out of the way, let's crack these figures open and see what we have inside. And here's Batman Beyond and Kid Flash out of their boxes. And man, these are two pretty well done figures from Mattel. I absolutely love Terry McGinnis, and I absolutely love the Kid Flash, and I think these are really two good interpretations that we've gotten in this line. I am so stoked to get a new version of Batman Beyond, and that Kid Flash is very well done. Now, they do have a couple of problems in which I will address, but overall, these are still really cool toys. But before we take a closer look at the figures, let's take a look at their accessories. So both figures do come with a decent amount of accessories. Starting off for Kid Flash, we come with both arms for the Connect Lobo figure and his chain hook. We also get two pairs of interchangeable hands. And for Batman Beyond, we get two interchangeable head sculpts for the Lobo figure and his crotch piece. We also get two interchangeable heads for Batman Beyond, two sets of hands, four Batarangs, and his wings. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Kid Flash and Batman Beyond. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Kid Flash and Batman Beyond. Now these are really cool sets, and I always enjoy reviewing DC Multiverse figures and DC Universe Classics and things like that. So these are two really cool ones, especially that Batman Beyond. I've been waiting for that for a while. But we're going to start off with Kid Flash here. Now, I think for the most part, this is very well done. The paint apps on this entire figure are very nicely detailed and whatnot. The only thing I did notice is a little black smudge right there on the shoulder. But other than that, everything looks really clean. I love the cleanliness of the lightning bolt logo right there. The reds and the yellows on the suit look really nice. I love the detailing on his shoes right there on his feet. The little red markings on that look very nice. We got some peg holes and tread on the bottom, which just look fantastic. Great attention to detail. Everything about the aesthetics look really nice, even with the red lining around here. I think the head sculpt looks freaking perfect for the comic book version. I think it looks great. The lightning bolts just flared out right there across the back. Love seeing his hair. Even got the little streak, like lightning streak in his actual hair right there. So you can line up that out and see that right there. I just think that turned out great. This looks really nice, and it's a really cool piece. I will say that I kind of wish he came with some lightning effects to attach to him, for when he's running and whatnot, but he didn't come with anything like that, so that's a little disappointing. He only came with pieces to build the Lobo, and we get some interchangeable hands. So we do have some interchangeable hands. We just got this open palm hand, or it's more like a gripping hand, excuse me, but he has nothing to grip, so that's kind of weird. We do get a close-fisted hands, and then we do get these more running hands, and I do like how easy these Mattel figures interchange their hands. They are pretty easy to move in and out, and they are in there pretty solid once you get them in there, so very, very cool. So let's take a look at the articulation real quick. So head's on a ball joint, does roll around like so, does turn left and right, up and down. Arms can go full 360, up and out about that far. Rotation at the bicep, only a single bend at the elbow. Can't even do 90 degrees, so that's a little whack. rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a swivel at the waist as well as an ab crunch that crunches back and forth like so. That's pretty nice. We got hip joints that kick forward that much, back not so much at all. Do the splits completely out, which is really nice. Rotation in the upper thigh. We got double jointed knees. No rotation at the ankle, but they do go up and down, and a very decent ankle rocker, so that's pretty good. So I like this guy a lot. I love the paint apps. I love the character, and I think this is a pretty good version of him from Mattel. So now I want to take a look at Batman Beyond here, because this is probably one of the highlights for this entire wave for me. I love Batman Beyond, and I think this figure turned out really nice. I just think that looks really cool. One thing I will note, I think the bat on his chest is a little too thick. That's probably more preference, if anything, but I still do like this quite a bit, excuse me. It's just a simple figure, all in black and whatnot, and I mean, you're going to get pretty much a basic buck, with the exception of the belt and then the fins on the arms and whatnot. But I do like that quite a bit. So he does come with interchangeable parts. We got a closed-fisted hand, we got a gripping hand, and then we do get more open palm hands, kind of like the ones with the running hands for Kid Flash there. So we got these more open palm ones like this, and those are more for like your flying poses and things like that. When he's doing, I'll just leave that on, when he's flying around and whatnot. So I want to bring this one in real quick. This is the old DCUC Batman Beyond right here. You can see the differences and whatnot. The bulkiness of the more DC Classics one, and the more kind of like glossier paint. I guess you can see that. It was a very different type of paint. Let me take this guy down a bit. You can see the difference in body and shape and whatnot. So this one still holds up. I do love this Batman Beyond from DCUC, but this DC Multiverse one is pretty cool too. I do like it still. What I will say, since this one is a smaller buck, I kind of feel like you can still have both of these in display, and say have this version be your Terry McGinnis version, and then have this one be your Bruce Wayne version of Batman Beyond and whatnot. So since he is a little bigger and bulkier, you could totally do that for your display, which is most likely how I'm gonna, do it and whatnot, so that works out pretty good. He does come with some Batarangs. Now, here's the thing. These Batarangs are cool. I like them a lot. But they're the same Batarangs that came with this guy. This was a line that came out from Mattel a while back that was supposed to be a little more kid-friendly and whatnot, and it worked out. So, but we do got the exact same Batarangs for him. The thing is, these are cool, but they're too bulky. And they're too fat, and he could hold them okay. He's supposed to hold them more like that, but in the center like that, but they're just too bulky, and I'm not really sure why they went with those and not like the DCUC sculpt for Batarangs and whatnot, instead of getting these fatter ones from that figure. We also do get a set of wings, which is really nice. We do get some cool wings here, which is very much appreciative. We got a peg hole in the back. You just line that up, and he does have his wings. Now, the same thing, those wings are from this guy right here. It's the exact same wings, same mold. These wings are a little more of a deeper red, just ever so slightly, but they're the exact same wings for this more cartoony, kid-friendly Batman Beyond for this guy, and I kind of wish they had done a different sculpt for these. That would have been preferred. But they just kind of recycled those parts again, exactly like they did with the Batarangs. So chances are I'm going to take these and paint them metallic red, just so they look different compared to that other version. Now, I kind of also wish that he came with thruster effects for like his boots and whatnot. So what I kind of been doing is getting these little thruster pieces. This is from the Mezco Batman Beyond. You can attach those, and they actually do fit pretty nice and solid in there in the peg holes, since all peg holes tend to be, universally the same. So you could use those for that if you really wanted to, or if you, just give you some options for displaying this guy. So that works out pretty cool. We also do get an interchangeable head. You pop this one off right here, and the head is fairly tight on this particular figure. And then you could take this and put the more like that and get that one on. And you can see the difference in the heads is really just one is showing the teeth and one is not. And this is obviously a little more angry. So I like both heads. I think both heads are really cool. So that worked out pretty nice either way. Alright, so let's take a look at the articulation with this guy. So his head is on a ball joint, does roll around, left and right, up and down, rock a little bit, arms go full 360, up and out, very nice, rotation at the bicep. Single bend at the elbow, just again not 90 degrees. That's whack, man. Mattel needs to step that up with these figures like that. Rotation at the wrist as well as hinge at the wrist. We got an ab crunch that crunches forward and that far, back that far. Rotation at the waist. Hip joints that kick forward that much, back none at all. We got the splits, very nice. A rotation and then upper thigh. We got double jointed knees that work very good. Ankle joints allows you to point the toe up and down, and a good ankle rocker. So again, overall, I think this is awesome. This is definitely the highlight. I love the build of this particular version of Batman Beyond, because it does feel more like a Terry McGinnis, a little more slim. Again, when compared to like that old DCUC, was just really bulky. They all kind of utilize that same big bulky buck for a lot of those figures. So this one's more slimmed down, does feel a lot more Terry. And this Kid Flash is pretty rad. I'm pretty sure these are the exact same buck. They do feel like the exact same build. So that works out since they are more younger kids and whatnot. I think these are really cool figures, and I think they are definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here they are standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Batman Beyond comparison, here he is standing next to a few other Batman Beyond figures from my collection. And just for fun, here they are standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys. My review of the DC Multiverse, Kid Flash, and Batman Beyond. Now overall, these are pretty cool little figures that I absolutely adore. I love the Kid Flash character, and I freaking really love the Batman Beyond character. Now these do utilize the exact same sculpt and buck, and I think they're very well done from Mattel. I love the colors and the paint apps on the Kid Flash, and I just absolutely love everything about Batman Beyond. It does kind of suck that we do get some remolded stuff in those Batarangs and his wings, but overall, he's still a very cool update from Mattel. I think both these figures are pretty sweet, and I think they are definitely a must get. So I give both figures a rating of 3.5 Bat Bombs out of 5. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.